Okay, everybody, it can't seem to decide whether it's gonna rain or not rain or whatever, so I promised a couple of y'all that was wondering that I would make this video showing the new wild game bird pen that Tyler and I built here at Honky Tonk Manor. So here it is. It goes down 2 rungs. You can see the end there. There's my old grave lead down there behind it. I got a couple of little enclosures for the birds. You can see the birds kind of roaming around in there. And I have this, it's like a nylon or a plastic netting, probably 1-inch squares. It's very, very soft, so the birds can fly into it. It's not going to kill them or hurt them or break wings or whatever. They can't get tangled in it. I have these little clips right here. That you can buy a special apparatus to bend those around from just a piece of J steel. You can get all that at Tractor Supply. Actually, that's where I got the netting as well. And I just used 3/4-inch galvanized pipe for this. And I took and welded these pipes here so that it's all integral all the way down. It's got some 90s on them right here, 3/4-inch 90s galvanized. And well, let's go inside. And I'll go ahead and give you a little tour of the new stall that I've made for the birds. And here it is. Here's the new stall. We got this sitting down on some 4x4s and tied into the ceiling up there. I'm going to be putting a regular ceiling about 1 foot below that board all the way across inside. We got old Pigums out here. How you doing, Pigums? Pigums? How you doing? Jeez, a face only a mother could love. Let me see it. There it is, right there. Alright. Well, anyway, here's my door. I got a couple of basically cupboard hinges or kitchen cabinet hinges and a pull from a kitchen cabinet, I imagine. I just cut it straight out of this particle board or chipboard, whatever you want to call it. Got her sitting down on the block down there. Look, this isn't anything fancy. It's a stall for wild game birds, alright? So I got a pole in here, alright? And this is going to get a ceiling in it, going all the way up to that little ridge right there on that piece of metal, which is in fact the tracking for this door, which I'm fixing to open so we can see. And so here it is there. Of course, every wild game stall has to have a big block Chrysler 4-barrel intake and a small, actually that's a big block 2-barrel intake, probably off a 361. That's off a 304 AMC right there, aluminum Elderbrock. If anybody wants that, give me a holler. Anyway, there she is. Had to tie her in here in some unconventional ways. Post in the ground there, post in the ground there, all treated, of course. This is the breezeway that goes into the pen. And so what you have here is the netting coming down just like that and going down to this little tiny door. And so what happens is I come into the breezeway, I turn around and say, frig's sakes, I don't want any of the birds to get out. So I close the big main door. Sakes! It'll close a little easier when I adjust it. So that's closed. So now I'm in this little contained area. And then I had this short little door, like my head comes up to about right here. Well, why so short? Well, when you startle pheasants and game birds, they have a tendency to fly directly up, straight up in the air. They generally don't go left or right. They generally just go straight up in the air. So you put a short door on and you happen to startle a bird that's down there or whatever, the chances are they're not going to get out. So here's my little door. It's just got the plastic netting. I got a hook and eye, or hook and loop locks on either side. I just lock those. Of course, I've got the regular pulls. And then I have these kitchen cabinet style hinges. And now you can see this from a different vantage point than the way that it looks. Okay, so that's the breezeway. What happens is, if by chance you get a bird inside the breezeway, or one gets it through the gate as you're coming through, it's still trapped in the breezeway, okay? So you don't lose any birds. Then over here, here's my first rung. This is only 3 rungs long. I have this divider net in between here, and it goes all the way up there. Right now it's not completely divided. That just kind of keeps the birds from flying around a whole lot. And we got this little pheasant down, or quail down here. She wants to kind of hide out. There's my pheasants. And what it is I've taken 2 5-foot sections of this 1-inch squared nylon fencing. Of course, I've banded it here, and then I've banded it at the bottom. And then up there, there's an overlap that goes along the post. These posts are welded to there, and to there, and to there. So, and then up in here, we have, on the outside of this fence, we have chicken wire. You probably can't see it on this side. Steel chicken wire, and that disallows any type of coons or whatever getting in to get a hold of the birds. Now, I'm not saying that they can't. They can easily chew through this plastic nylon style netting. They can easily chew through it. However, at the bottom, generally, that's where they're going to come through. Also, at the very bottom, I dug that up 18 inches, and I've folded 2 pieces of chicken wire together with the nylon mesh directly in the center. So they've got to dig more than 18 inches down to get underneath of this thing, which if we're taking bets, it's not going to happen. So there it is. There it is. Here's the little pen, wild game pen. And I'm going to grab this female quail. She's a nice one. Say hi to the quail. Say hi, baby. Oh, take it easy. Take it easy. Yeah, she's pretty. All right. Well, that's it. And there you have it. The new wild game pen at Honky Tonk Manor.